Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. All right, we got the OG today, the R-22 Martina racket. You remember Martina? Like, she dominated with this thing. Stay tuned.
Practice anytime, day or night, 24/7, 365 with Fast Track Tennis. Get your Fast Track Tennis today and get 10% off with Tennis Spin. Link is below. And get your tennis on the fast track.
All right, guys, so I'm bringing back Martina Navratilova and the R-22. Also, they call it the Rexking 22. Like, we're, going back a little ways with this racket when, I don't know, I feel like rackets were, I don't want to say better, but it's more cleaner. Like, it's kind of an infancy stages of technology with graphite. Things were a little more solid. You know, people say they don't make things like they used to. And, you know, for all you purists and you know, slightly older tennis players, you know what I'm talking about. Like, we're talking Prince Graphites, we're talking Wilson Pro Staffs. This is kind of like right in there. Martina won a lot of tournaments with this racket, and it's amazing how racket technology has changed, you know, since these type of frames. They do feel heavy, they do feel solid, they are thinner, and they are a constant beam. This is one of the rackets that I feel, you know, YONEX, you know, was placed on the map by Martina and this particular racket. Let's take a look at the specs of the R-22 here. So the weight, 347, balance 315, swing weight 311. So these two numbers allow that to be heavy. So that head should come through fairly quickly and have a stable feel because of that weight. 16 by 19 string pattern on a 98 is what I believe it is. Now, even looking at the strings, like there's shared holes here, right here and here, a la wooden racket. Like, wooden rackets has shared holes like this. There's one shared on the top, two shared on the bottom here. My buddy Perry strung it with a multi, looks like, and he said, "Yep, try it out." Like, you get these at, you know, at the GW or the Salvation Army or any of those places, and you can sometimes get them in fairly good condition for about that $8 mark. Yeah, this one looks to be pretty clean. Yeah, I don't see too many scuffs on that head guard either. Is there even a head guard on this? Yeah, there's no head guard on this. It just feels like there is. All right, let's go see if we can play with this. Stay tuned.
All right, R-22. This racket is older than you.
Damn. Damn.
So,
Rex
Rexking 22. What'd you think of that racket? Who's older than you?
Tough racket to play with. I don't know if it really matches really anything that we've got in the modern game right now. I can see the appeal of it, sort of. It's very, how do I say, like, it's, you have to really be making sure you make good contact through the middle. I feel like the frame itself is a little bit on the smaller side compared to what I'm used to playing with something like this old that I've played with in the past. I feel like the neck part and the throat part really takes up a lot of it. So if you're hitting it anywhere here, you're not going to really feel any good sensation, any clean striking. But I mean, for the most part, if you do hit it right through the middle, like the top part of it, it's good. It's not bad. I'd probably say it's like sort of maybe like smaller than a 95-ish if you're playing with one of those frame sizes. Other than that, heavy, pretty heavy, and a little bit unforgiving sometimes when you're playing with it. So.
You know, compared to rackets in today's age, I mean, obviously this is 30 plus years old and older than Coach Chris. And it's kind of hard to compare this to modern rackets. There's not a lot behind it. Although if you do hit it right kind of there, right there, it does go through. It does plow through. It does provide power. If you don't hit it there, it doesn't go. It kind of flops. But I mean, if you look at it from the standpoint of being, 30 years ago, this was modern. This was probably the best thing out there. This was technology, but it's kind of hard to measure up to, to 30 years ago. Obviously, it's not easy to play with in today's age. It is heavy. It does drag. You do have to have kind of a continental grip. Like Coach Rob would probably be the best one, but he don't like YONEX that much. but Coach Chris, with your kind of a modern swing, it's a little difficult. Yeah. I mean, even he plays on 95, and he wasn't loving it that much.
Nope.
I did get a hold of a couple, and I do get how this could be good, but you actually have to be that good to play with this racket. So it's like a pros racket, pro stock. I can't imagine anybody playing with this racket today, except for those collectors like my buddy Perry. But it's nice to have. If you see one of these at, Goodwill for $8 or less, I'd pick one up and give it a shot. It is graphite. There is a lot of history. They do call it Rexking, and according to my buddy Perry, this could be the first iteration of Regna. And I think this is the racket that put YONEX on the map. All right. Coach Chris, thank you for doing the test with me. Where can we find you?
You can find me at CB Chan Tennis.
And
that's
it. Thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis.